Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, Josh Duggar is a really creepy guy. I mean, it's not just that he's a serial child molester. Yes, that's creepy. But also that he and his parents and the elders of his church conspired to keep this secret while he went around pretending to be a role model, a true believer, a spokesman for God, even taking up a leadership position in the Family Research Council. Now, he's not a minister, but he and his family do present themselves as kind of the ideal Christian family. And they've been very active against gay marriage, talking about how homosexuals are likely to molest children. In the meantime, there's Josh was doing exactly that, and everybody's keeping it a secret. That's really creepy. But you know, Josh is not alone in that. If you do a quick search on Google, you'll find that dozens of sexual predators who happen to be in the Jesus business. And if you think about it, it's the perfect profession for a sexual predator to get into. You earn the trust of the parents, and then you have lots of access to children. And though I'm sure that most priests and ministers are not like that, I'm willing to bet that the percentage is a lot higher in that profession than in the general population. But back to the Duggar family. They are the parents of 19 children that they have demonstrated themselves to be completely unfit to raise. Not only did they not do anything about Josh, they didn't do anything to protect their daughters. And because they were intent on covering up what Josh was doing, they didn't get their daughters any help after the molestation. And now they're coming out and doing what conservatives like to do, and that is they're blaming it on the media. Oh, the media shouldn't. They're re-victimizing the daughters by the media coverage. Well, look, when you seek the limelight, when you want to be very public, then it's probably not a good idea to be having secrets like that. Because once you're in the public eye, you don't get to pick and choose what the media covers. They were very happy when the media was covering them in a positive light. And now that their hypocrisy and creepiness has been revealed, now they want to turn around and say, oh, they shouldn't be covering that. When you're a publicity hoe, then the good and the bad get covered. The really creepy thing is that they held off on going to the authorities until after the statute of limitations had run out. But yeah, let's talk about the role of the state of Arkansas in all of this. Statute of limitations on child molestation is 3 years. 3 years. Think about that. That's ridiculous. Let's say that you're a 5-year-old and you get molested. You have to process what went on to you, understand it, and then report it before you reach the age of 8. That's downright crazy. So why hasn't anything been done about that? Well, that probably has to do with the culture of the South. It is just a fact that the American South has had a pretty permissive attitude towards incest. I mean, all those jokes didn't come out of nowhere. Now, I'm sure that Josh Duggar is not the first child molester, is not the first pedophile to walk free because of this statute of limitations. I mean, the statute of limitations for child molestation should be long enough that a child has an opportunity to at least become a young adult, so that they can process what's happened and come forward to the police. It should be somewhere around 15 years. It's ridiculous to have it be 3 years. But why hasn't anybody stepped forward and done this? Why hasn't this been addressed? Well, like I said, the South has always had this kind of permissive attitude towards incest, and when that happens, it's either an older sibling or a parent molesting the young person in the family. It's pretty likely, I think, that if they did revise this incredibly child predator friendly law, that it wouldn't be as welcome in the South as maybe it would be in other areas of the country. In some quarters, it would be looked at as the state interfering with private family matters. It's fairly likely that there are a lot of people in political leadership throughout the South who have done the same thing, who have committed the same crime, and it is a crime, that Josh Duggar did. Thanks for listening.